Hello. How's it going? Hope everyone's having a good day. Oops. I don't know if that came through on my phone. Hope everyone's having the best day. Let's see. What do we need to do here? Um, let us do this. Let's do this. Sorry. Uh, nope. We need to change that name. Save that. All right. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and tweet out the stream. Then we will put it on Booyah. Booyah. I wonder if that posted. I don't know if it did. Hope it did. If it didn't, what? Nope, that's not the right community. And then we are going to also put it on the YouTube. If you don't know, I also have a YouTube channel where you can watch back any singular VOD that you would like. So make sure you go follow me over there, because it would mean a lot to me if you would subscribe to that page. Uh, just so you know, it would make me very happy and very glad that you are a part of the community. And you can get to watch all of the videos I put out. So that's great for you. That's legitimately awesome for you. Copy. Let's do this. That's not what I wanted. All right. Now, where we left off, it's been a while since we've streamed. Where we left off, we are coming off of a not too hot Destination X. It was a sellout crowd of almost 10,000. We had good streaming numbers. We were talking also about changing our stream numbers, our streaming services, because we are only getting 10% from in demand. And that's not really that great when we can get more, but we'll deal with that in between. We had the final deletion match where Matt Hardy defeated Jeff Hardy. We had Lashley versus Eddie Edwards. That was the match that really kind of killed us because it got a 52 because apparently these guys don't have good psychology. 54, and I bet his is even worse. 45, yeah. So we put him in a 20-minute match. It did not work out. That is what it is. We will do better next time. Our next pay-per-view, let's see, we'll just go to pre-booking, is Hard to Kill. That will be replacing Hard Justice, and it will be Hard to Kill. So some of the other things that we saw Christian Cage debut. Did I not put Christian Cage's debut on there? Oh, no, there it is. I was about to say, yeah, Christian Cage debuted. He is back with TNA. We had Gail Kim win the Knockouts title because Allison Kay is leaving us, which then saw. Oh, I put that way too early. Whoops. Uh, that's a mess up on my part. Which this should have been after this match. We saw Mickey James return and face down with Gail. We saw Motor City Machine Guns become the number one contenders for the tag team titles, which then led the Decay to come beat them down. DJZ, aka Zima Ion, beat all these people except Caleb Conley, a suicide, to become the TNA X Division champion. Let's see, what else? Eli Drake became the new television champion. Nick Aldis defeated Drew Galloway. This was a banger of a match and was not built up at all. It just existed and they did amazing because it's two good wrestlers. James Storm beat Rhino. Is there anything? That is it. So we are now coming into this pay per view, going into Hard to Kill, and then we've got Hard to Kill, No Surrender, and Bound for Glory. So, one of the things I'm going to do, I think, how many matches are technically in a 4-person round robin? So, how many? Let's ask Google. How many people? How many matches in a 4-person round robin? 6. So that's 6 matches. I am thinking of doing the Bound for Glory series. Now, of course, that will take some time. I'm thinking of starting it after Hard to Kill as a way to crown number one contender, and I'm thinking of doing 2 brackets. So if I do, and then having the 2 number ones face off at, let's see, what show would that be? They would have to face off at the show before. Ooh, so we may not have enough time this month or this year. We may need to wait. No, we won't have enough time. Okay, that's fine. Scratch that. Forget I ever said it. Next year we'll do that instead, and we will have a cool night. So we'll start that after Destination X, and then go straight into the Bound for Glory series. We'll do that next year instead of, because we just don't have time this year, unless we started it now, and there's too many stories going on right now. So with that said, we are here at our next Impact taping, and so where we're going, I don't want to give you the full card. I have it written down. Don't want to show it to you. Where we're going is we're going to have a little bit of a grudge. I'll just show you the storylines so you're not. So Christian's first challenge. It's going to be a big deal. Who is Christian's first opponent going to be? I wonder. I wonder who it could be. Then we still got this storyline going of Aldis, McIntyre, Galloway, and Spud. Aldis beat Galloway, and it kind of really hurt his popularity. It hurt Galloway's popularity. Nick Aldis went up 3 points. Drew is now tied with Aldis, and it brought him down 2 points. So not great, not fantastic. We don't love to see it, but it is what it is. We're gonna get him back up. I promise. I promise to you that we'll get him back up. We also saw MVP debut at um at Destination X. So let's go ahead and put him as Lashley's manager. Manager MVP. So there's that. I don't think MVP's mic skills are okay, but I think Lashley's are actually, yeah, they're somewhat better. Still. So we need to do some stuff. We need to book a CAD. Let's see what other storylines we got going. The X Division title, we got that going. We got the world title going. I wonder who could be challenging for the world title. We still got this going, even though it's cold. We'll try to get it heated back up again. We've got the Decay storyline going. We've got this going on since Sienna left, or Allison Kay. She was Sienna here, yeah. All right. So with that said, the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to have Bobby Lashley come out. Bobby Lashley brags about winning, about beating Eddie Edwards. Storm says they have unfinished business. So basically, I'll explain it when we get here. So we're going to have Bobby Lashley. Nope, his name is just Lashley in this. That really throws me off. Is he going to be better at mic or intimidation? Probably intimidation. So we'll put him on intimidation. We'll say MVP does the talking for him. MVP on character development. Then we'll do James Storm on character development as well. Can he run that? Or does he just need to be cutting a promo? Nah, he's fine. Okay. So, we'll have that. All right. Then we need an X Division match. No one unimportant right now. For now. Or should we run a tag match? Let's see. I need to write down the card of the pay-per-view so I can just see it without y'all seeing it, if I'm honest. That is going to be quite helpful for me if I could be ever so truthful in saying that. Let's see. How can I get my card on the screen without y'all seeing it? I can't. So that's awesome. Let's see. How do we want to build this? So let's look at the storylines. I know the storylines. Let's do. We're going to do an X Division match, but it's going to come later in the show. So, search Division X. I don't know if I have. Yeah, everyone's in here. Okay. Who is not unimportant in the X Division? So, we will run Roddy. We will wait on Homicide. And we will run. Who is good? We need a face. These are our only faces. Okay. That's great. Love that for us. Let's run Sanjay. That'll be a good match. Roderick versus Sanjay. We'll give him 10. Yeah, we'll give him 10. Roderick wins. At ringside, we'll say it is our boy Zima. Zima Ion. What can these guys do? Can they do it? They might be able to do a technical match, but we don't have time for them to. No, we cannot. Never mind. Sanjay Dutt cannot run a technical masterclass. You probably could. Yeah, you'd be great at it, but you can't do the high flying stuff. So we'll just leave it as a regular match. I don't think we have to book anything besides the storytelling. Do we have any creative ideas? Okay. So no. We will run a tag match as well on this show. Oh, whoops. Okay. Search. Reset. We'll run a tag match as well. Who do we want to run with? Whom do we want to run with? I think. So the tag team title match is going to be Motor City versus Decay because they won the rights to face them. Who'd they beat? They beat the Concrete Outlaws. Why are they not a team? Can I add a team? Okay. Homicide and Low Key. What is the Heartbreak Express? That's perfect. The Concrete Out. I didn't spell concrete right. Did I? How do you spell concrete? I'm asking a lot of questions already in this stream. No, I did. I spelled it right. Concrete outlaws. Just let's say they're individuals for now. Nice. So we may run them. Wait, where'd they go? Did I not do this right? Do I have to leave and come back? Why do I not see them? Am I dumb? Am I stupid? Is there a reason I don't? Is it because I made them? I'm not crazy, am I? Is one of them not available tonight? No, stop. Oh, it's because Loki's not here. That sucks. Oh well. Well then we'll still run a tag match, but we will do. All of our other teams are unimportant. Hmm. Let's run. Let's run the decay first. We signed some teams. Hold up, let me add them. I'm really off my game right now. Apparently, the Bollywood boys. Why are they inactive? Okay. Bollywood boys. Who else we add? We added the North. We are not calling them the Monster Mafia. They are the North, and that was it. I think, as far as actual teams go. So let's run tag team match. This is taking way too long to book this one tag team match. Let's look at everyone's popularity. Wow, beautiful. Bollywoods. They're very popular in the South, or not very popular. They're popular-ish in the Southwest. Why is he more popular? Okay. Let's see. Because we'll do Abyss and Crazy Steve taking on the Bollywood boys, because why not? And we'll make this a pretty quick match. 6 minutes. Victor, let's give Crazy Steve the win. At ringside, we will put Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley. Yeah, we don't want the titles on the line. Then what else do we need to have on this show? We're going to have Galloway calls out Oit. Calls out Aldis. Calls him a liar or a cheat and a thief. And obviously Aldis will be responding because that's what we do. Drew, I assume you're going to be fine just on the mic. Wait, what? Drew. Yeah, and Nick, you should be fine as well. Yes, sir. And then we'll have Spud as a background character. He's now Nick Aldis's little buddy. So that's fun. What's gonna main event this show? Probably needs to be James Storm versus somebody. Or nah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know as of right now what it's going to be, but we'll find out as we go. So, with that said, we're definitely going to see a Christian Cage promo. So, Christian debuts on Impact, says he's still got it. Maria appears. So, Christian, this is really going to build up our boy, uh, Mike. He's going to return from injury next week. So we'll have Christian Cage, Maria, Mike. I don't think Mike is good on the mic. Not really. I don't really know what I can do for him. But he's not talking, so I could just say non-speaking appearance. Yeah, that'll work. And I'll put Jeff in this as well. Let me do that. That way, there's just a little. Jeff can introduce him in the ring. I'm gonna sneeze. I am so sorry, friends. I did not mean to sneeze on you like that. I hope I got my mic far enough away to where you really didn't hear it and just heard the microphone arm just. But that was gross, and I hope to never do that again. But let's add Eddie desperately demands an X Division title match. Roddy says no. So Roddy winning a number one contenders match right there. So we'll have Eddie coming out. He's angry and sad because he has just lost his opportunity to become the world champion. We'll have Davey out there as well. Can Davey do? Yeah, he's better than Eddie. Then we'll have DJ. Oh, I remember. I just made him Zima Ion. And we'll have Roderick. So all of them. So Eddie, sad. He wants his title back because he lost everything because he lost to Bobby Lashley. So now he is titleless, no direction, nowhere to go. It looks kind of hopeless for him right now. So he's going to want his title back. Fair enough. Let's have Mickey James in a match. Oops. Women's. It's women's. Mickey James taking on. Not Sienna. These are all the women I've signed. Who's the most popular? Jade? Jade. But I don't really want to bury Jade. Well, whatever. We'll have her versus. We'll have that match. Mickey James wins. I'm doing a lot of at ring sides tonight, it looks like. Gail Kim comes out. Post match angle. We'll see Gail and Mickey facing off. Tara and Mercedes attack. 4 minutes. Should they do selling? Or should I base it off the interaction there? Let's see. Let's do Mickey with selling. Oops. Let's say victim. And Gale. Yeah, we'll just say both of them victim. And then Tara. Can they be attackers? Maybe not. That's not going to work out well. I can already tell. Whatever. It'll be fine. Oh, well, it'll be fine. Sure. So now, what else shall we do? What else do we need to do? We need something with broken mat. I need to see the card, but I can't see the card because then you'd see the card, and we just can't have that. I need to take a picture of it next time because I forget. I know where I'm going for the most part. I just forget. I forget where I'm going sometimes. You know, I don't think that's that crazy. I'm gonna look. Don't. Hey, hey. Don't look. Don't look. Don't. I see you. Don't look. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. I remember what we're doing now. So we are gonna have brother Matt have a match. Maybe this should be the main event of the evening. The main event of the evening. Hey, did you look when I pulled that up? I swear if you looked, I'm gonna be pissed. Don't look. We're gonna have him. Who could be a good opponent for him? Should we just go? No one under well known should be main eventing. Should we just go Aldis? Sure. Let's go Aldis. We'll give these guys 15. Matt Hardy will win. We'll have an outside interference on Nick Aldis by Drew Galloway. Because why wouldn't we? We will have Matt Hardy is broken. Is broken. Rhino calls him a fool. This may not be the main event segment, but Rhino. You are a fool, rhinoceros. That'd be so good. Just hearing him call him rhinoceros, I would love that. That would be fantastic. What else? What else do we not have? Do we have something with the Decay? Yeah, they have their match. And I think that's all we're going to run tonight. Oh, we need to do something with Eli Drake. Yeah. Drake brags about title win. Bram is not happy. Eli Drake, Bramathy. We'll do this backstage and pre-taped. So that way it's has a better chance. All right. Should we do Eddie in a match just to get him on the card? What if we do him in a tag match? Here, that's what I think. I think I've got an idea for what we're gonna do. They're both well known. So let's get a heel team. Who's our most popular heel team? we'll go. It looks like we're going to go to the Helms Dynasty, or should we go Reno Scum? Let's go the North. Nah, let's go Helms Dynasty. That's going to be better for them. They need to be on TV. Has this match happened? No. Okay, so yeah, I'm cool with that. Helms Dynasty. We're going to have Eddie Edwards win, but by a stoppage. So the ref stops the match because he's hurting whoever too much. And Eddie says he will get a title back no matter what. So we'll do this. This will be the precursor to the segment coming later. We'll say being interviewed. Who is our interviewer? It's Scott D'Amore, isn't it? Interviewer. All right. So let's see. Let's put DJZ, or dang it, Zema Ion off screen. Davey, we'll say his character development. Basically, Eddie is just getting real aggressive. All right, anything else that we need? Tyrus don't got a match. Rhino's not on the show. Lashley is barely on the show. Let's do a jump segment where Lashley jumps Storm. So, backstage video, pre-taped, James Storm selling, or victim, Bobby, or dang it, Lashley is attacker, and MVP is character development, and Jarrett is character development. Ta-da! So he's backstage and he just jumps him before possibly he has a match or something like that. All right. Anything? I don't see anything else here that's jumping off the page to me that we need to do right this very second. So let's just add a couple more matches in. We can have. I'm gonna actually put Christian in a dark match tonight just to see if he's got any ring rust or anything like that. Let's do. Low Key's not here, so we can't have him versus anybody. But we can do. Yeah, so we can't have. I'm not gonna put the Concrete Outlaws on tonight. We can do De Niro. Is De Niro a face or a heel? He's a heel. Let's do De Niro. He can just have a squash match. Against. Sorry. He can have a squash match against. TJP. No. Shannon Moore. D'Angelo De Niro versus Shannon Moore. Has this match happened yet? No. This is only going to be an 8-minute match. Let D'Angelo De Niro win. Then we will have another match, and it's going to be Bram taking on. In the men's division. In the men's heavyweight division. Who hasn't had a match yet? Kingston hasn't had a match yet. Neither of the North have had a match yet, and that's it. Let's go. I really like Crimson. Crimson's been doing good work for us. Has this match happened? No. I really like Crimson. I want to get him over so that he has a chance to shine. So we're going to give Bram a victory over him, and we'll say at ringside is Eli Drake. Eli Drake. Yeah. So that should be all. Let's put this match as the storytelling match, just so that works out. Are we all good there? Yep, we're all good there. So the first thing we're going to open the show with is let's actually open the show with Christian. This is going to close the show. Then we're going to start things off with the Wolves versus the Helms Dynasty. Then we're going to go Eddie. Then we'll go. Let's see. We will go Bram. Then we'll go Drake. Yeah. Then we'll go Rhino and Matt in between this, which sets up. Not sets up the main event, but just, they're kind of talking. Actually, no, let's wait on that. We'll go Lashley after that match. Then into Jade and Mickey, which then goes to this. Then we will do the X Division match after that. And that will have this here. Then we'll have just before the match, we'll have that. We'll have this down here. And then we'll have this here. So, boom. Now, I'm going to do some dark matches. Specifically, let's go Ethan Page versus Christian Cage. I like how that rhymed. 10-minute match. Basic, nothing of note. I just want to see if Christian has got any ring rust or if he's good or whatever. Then we will run the Von Erichs versus the Tribunal. I'm sure this match has happened already. No, it hasn't. Well, let's give the Von Erichs the victory because I like them more and see more potential in them. Oops, I didn't mean to put that on the not on the pre-show. That is meant to be on the pre-show. We can do a fatal 4-way women's match. Unimportance only. Such as who has not had a match. Shayna Baszler hasn't had a match. So we'll do her. We'll do Jordan Grace. That's our two heels. We'll do Chelsea Green and Davina Fly. Cool. Pre-show. Booyah. Then, finally, we will run no, we're not going to run Brian Cage on the pre-show of this. We will run TJP taking on. We got a lot of jobbers. A lot of job guys. Taking on Brian Myers. Just to see how these two fare up. Okay. So that's that. We got anything? Can this be set to a tag match? Where's the tag match? The American Wolves. Creative finish. Boom. All right, let's run it. All right. Hey, they did pretty good. Nice. 50 from TJP is actually excellent. This match did okay. Who was the standout? Jordan Grace, of course. Was alongside Shayna Baszler, who didn't do terribly. These two did all right, but that's cool. Von Erichs, they did great. They did all right. So now let's see. Christian. Oh, he's amazing. Oh, he's absolutely amazing. Let's go. Let's flip and go. That's good. That's good. That's amazing. We just, we're building up who is Christian's first match, and so we don't want to take that away from. Well, I want to make sure that Christian is good, like he doesn't have any ring rust and is not like rusty and gets terrible grades. So, well, then we started off. So Christian goes to the back very quickly, wipes off, comes back out in a suit, whatever. And Christian is standing, and Jeff Jarrett introduces Christian, and he's like, I am here to prove that I still got it. I am here to win championships and prove that I can still be the man on top of the mountain, points at Jeff Jarrett. And so at Hard to Kill, I am putting out an open challenge to anybody on the roster. I want a tough first competition. Well, then we hear miracle, miracle, miracle. And out comes Maria Kanellis, and she says, hey, my husband is uh is coming back next week. He is going to be here for the first time since he dislocated his elbow in a match, and he is going to be here next week, and he wants to take you on at Hard to Kill. And Christian says, okay, that's a deal. And she says, great, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, Mike Bennett is behind Christian and hits him with a low blow. And he throws up the little four that he does and is all smiles and celebrating. And Christian is left laying on his very first night here in Impact Wrestling. So this guy's 69. That's nice. Anything crazy? So cool. So yeah, that's good. Christian invented a new catchphrase. Probably outwork everybody like he did in AEW. So we continue on. This match got a 54. Heyo. That's pretty good. American Wolves defeated the Hell Dynasty by stoppage when Trevor Lee could not continue. So Eddie Edwards was just dogging on Trevor Lee. And the ref had to call the match. So the creative finish was a success. The creative finish was him dogging him and then beating him up. And now we go into the interview, which I expect to do not nearly as well. 49, actually not terrible. Poor interview that they say, but Eddie says, I lost everything at Destination X. I won everything back, and the only way I see to get everything back, I couldn't beat Lashley, so I've got to get the X Division title back. I've got to get it back, and so he's kind of set his sights on the X Division title, and he says tonight I guarantee I will not. Okay, let me rephrase that. What I was about to say. He says tonight I am looking for the X Division champion, Zema Ion, so I can get my title back. So there's that. Eddie Edwards was terrible with no script. I'll have to script him from now on. So 49, not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but this match did pretty well. In about that had subpar wrestling and little heat. Bram defeated Crimson. Crimson out wrestled Bram. Crimson is amazing. Crimson needs to be on the main show, and I need to get him to recognizable so I can use him. I will use him over Bram. He is a better Bram. So, 50 and a 43. So that's cool. Then Eli Drake comes out and he's like, yeah, I got your title, yeah. And you can just see Bram getting angrier and angrier, and he wants to swing a barbed wire chair at Eli Drake. He wants to kill him, but obviously he cannot. So, because that's murder and illegal. And Eli Drake is just running his mouth. Mr. Run Yo Mouth. After that, we see D'Angelo De Niro defeat Shannon Moore. They didn't click, so whatever. We see Bobby Lashley and MVP come out and say, and still your world heavyweight champion, the almighty Bobby Lashley. Da 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 da. They're going down their list of achievements, saying nobody can beat Lashley. Nobody. Put him up, we'll knock him down. And all of a sudden you hear, sorry about your luck. And here comes James Storm. And James Storm says, hey, remember a couple weeks ago when you speared me on quote unquote accident? Yeah, I don't forget that. And you're owed a receipt, big boy. So why don't you just take me on at Hard to Kill for that pretty little title of yours, and I'll take it off your waist and show you what a cowboy can do at the same time. And MVP kind of runs him down and says, you're not worthy of a challenge. You've done nothing to prove that you deserve this title match. What, you beat Rhino? You got to beat a lot more people than just one to earn a title match with Bobby Lashley. And James Storm is obviously like, I built this company. This company was grown on my back. And da 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 da. And so we've got a natural story there, just kind of flowing from that. 65. They said that was average. I don't think that's average. I think that's good. We go on. Mickey James beats Jade. Pretty good. With the that sucked. With the attack afterwards, I should have done like a attack / talking segment to bring it up. Oh well. So we had Mercedes and Tara attack Gail Kim and Mickey James, and we'll see where that goes next week. We have Roderick defeating Sanjay Dutt with a stronghold. He made him tap out. That's not good. So yeah, there's that. We'll move on. What's okay? What needs? What am I doing here? Oh, I have him set to turn heel. No, don't do that. Don't do that yet. Afterwards, we see Davey and Eddie. They're coming out, and Davey's trying to hold him back. Eddie's like, no, 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 let me go. I want that title. I want it. And he's just yelling and screaming, and Roderick is like, no, I earned the title match. I earned it. And right as Eddie steps through the ropes, he sick kicks Eddie back out, and Davey kind of gets in his face, and they start throwing, and it just kind of ends in chaos. But there we go. Nice. Wow, this did well. Uh, Broken Matt Hardy says, I have defeated my brother, and now he is going through the lake of reincarnation and will return soon and will be broken just as I. And Rhino comes out and is like, what is all this weird crap you're doing? This is weird. You need to stop being weird. If you ain't stop being weird, we're going to have a problem. And he's just saying, where's the Matt Hardy I used to know? The Matt Hardy that was extreme, not this weirdo that's portraying himself all weird and crap. 69, pretty good. Then we have the Decay versus the Bollywood Boys. They did pretty good. 28 from Crazy Steve ain't great, but it is what it is. And then we had, obviously, Motor City was in that thing backstage with the Decay. They were there as well. So then we see backstage, Bobby Lashley attacks James Storm, kind of doubling up. He's now speared him and hit him from the back and beat him up and all. And Jeff Jarrett gets him out of there. He's got all his cronies, like, like every episode of Raw now ever. Pull apart brawl, and they're just kind of like, and Lashley's like, it's cool, man, it's cool. MVP is cutting a promo basically. So cool, 60, and then we go into Drew Galloway says, Aldous, you beat me, but you know you didn't. You know you didn't beat me clean. You can't beat me clean. And Aldous says, I don't know what you're talking about. In the record books, I am the victor. And so Spud also is there saying his mumbo jumbo. Got a 60, pretty good. And we go into our main event, I think. Yeah, Matt Hardy versus Nick Aldis. Matt Hardy got a 71, Aldis with a 64. They have good chemistry, but there was a lack of psychology. What? That's crazy. So 64 rated. Maybe if it was a little bit shorter, it would have done fine. Uh, Somehow, Aldis gets hit with a Galloway, Claymore, or whatever, and then gets hit with a twist of fate. And that is how we end the show with broken Matt Hardy having his hand raised. And we get a 64 for the night. That is great. We didn't have any segment that I would say was just brilliant, but we definitely had a solid show there. And that is cool. All right. Um, so that is awesome. Now we go into Explosion. We are going to put Brian Cage in a match. Search Division X. We will put Brian Cage in a match against. What's his popularity? That's Kendrick. 22. Let's put him in a match against our boy. Andrews. Mark Andrews. I shouldn't call him Andrews. Where is Flash? I wonder. Is he hang? Is he hanging out somewhere? Morgan Webster. Oh, he only works in England. Oh, he's got zero popularity over here. That's hey. Would you work in America? Oh, okay. I'll shortlist you. Wait, what? Oh, okay, there he goes. He would come over here. That's cool. All right. This will be a 6-minute match. Brian Cage gets the victory. I should have had Taz cut a promo for him. We'll do it now. Cage and Taz promo. This is just going to be a 3-minute promo. In ring, Brian Cage. Intimidation. Taz. Character development. Or should I do character or should I just do cutting a promo for you, Taz? Because you're a manager. Yeah, I'm just going to do cutting a promo. Cutting a promo. Booyah. All right. Let's do a tag team match. We will do the tag team of. I don't really care about Explosion all that much, so we will do the North taking on their heels. So they will be taking on the Bromans. And we'll just see how they work together as a team. 8 minutes. What's going to be our main event for this show? I need to get out of X Division. So, main event for the show can be DJZ facing off against Homicide. Actually, I don't want to give Homicide too many losses. But whatever. It'll be fine. 12 minutes. Zima Ion wins. Yeah, put the X Division title on the line. And put Eddie Edwards out there. Just to we'll say he's literally everywhere that DJZ goes. Everywhere Zima Ion goes also does Mr. Edwards. Then we are going to do a women's match because they deserve a match. Let's just do unimportance, whatever. How did they both fall out of unimportant? How did Tara's probably not contracted to work these. That's probably why. Let's get Jade or no, I don't want to make her work twice. Let's have someone beat Sienna though, because she needs to be beaten before she leaves. Who are we trying to push? Let's do Mercedes. 8 minutes, Mercedes. Domination. She's probably not going to be happy with this. Oh well. Let's do some promos. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's hit some promos up. I wish it would show me people who hadn't been on this. Okay, well, it shows me who hasn't been used tonight, so that's good. Kendrick, Cross, Adonis. Let's give Adonis a promo. Is he good at promos? Can he do a promo at all? Yeah. Adonis promo. Explosion is to highlight. I should make explosion. Explosion angles, and just really try to focus in on explosion. Just doing some basic stuff on there to get our unimportance over, you know? Speaking of which, is there anyone who is not unimportant who can work here in our region? Unimportant 30 popularity or more. I can get Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Kevin Nash. Just around. Okay, you gotta actually show me the popularity. Michelle McCool. Also, Billy Gunn. I can just pop a Billy. Raven. Get Scott Steiner. That'd be sick. If he was young, I would do it. Anyone else? Get Teddy Long come do a match for us. Let's see. Let's do a tag team promo with. Who can do a promo? Let's do a. No, let's not do a romance promo. Let's do a. Let's do a Helms Dynasty. Is Helms here? Gregory? No, he is not. Dang it, Gregory. All right. Well, who else hasn't been used tonight that we can use on Explosion? Kendrick. I'm specifically looking for promos. We'll do Braxton Sutter promo. Sutter promo. These really have no purpose except for to get our people more over and to, just kind of showcase them a little bit. Let me make this pre-taped. Where is this promo? Backstage angle interview pre-taped book there. What else? What else? Who else? I guess I should say. QT maybe. Hardy. No, Hardy can't have a promo. Let's do Kendrick, I guess. Kendrick promo. We're just gonna have a lot of basic promos in this. Just trying to get people over. You got a problem with that? Why do you have a problem with that? Let's do a women's promo for someone. For someone who can cut a promo. Can Jordan Grace cut a promo? Jordan. Also, I didn't even think about the pre-match stuff. So, like, technically, Crimson's been used, but no, he hasn't really. She cannot cut a promo. Crimson is great at promos. Let's see how he does. Let's see how Crimson does. We'll say his is in the ring, because why not? Uh, we need. I'm gonna do one more promo. I want to do a female promo. Female. Just show me all the females. Who can cut a promo? Evie. Evie can cut a promo. Uh, Hamada. Does she speak English? That was. I know that's. I know that's not nice. She speaks passable English. Okay. I'm sure Jade can cut a promo. You're leaving us, so I don't care if you can cut a promo. Let's do Shayna. What about Shayna? No, not really. Let's do a Evie, Evie and a Jade promo. Just I don't know why. I'm just doing it. Evie and because I want to see what they can do. Jade promo. We'll see how this goes. 4 minutes backstage, angle, pre-taped. Evie and Jade. Book. Boom. We'll start things off with Brian Cage and then the promo. Then we'll go the tag match. We will see Adonis after that. We will go Mercedes versus Sienna here. And then we will do that. Okay, that's great. Cool. A lot of these matches are going to be technically really bad because they don't care about them. But I don't care about them. He sustained what? What does that even mean? They did really good. Thank you. Okay. Cool. Cool. Mercedes wins. Wow, Kendrick did great. And not main event. Main event did really good. Homicide actually outperformed our X Division champion. Great. Whatever. Don't talk about it. And we will finish the show. Got a 46. Cool. Injury. He'll be out for a week. Oh no. Financial report. We made $4,000 on this show from our shows. Popularity. We went up in popularity in most places except for Southeast and the Tri-State. So womp womp. Cool. Hey, we are on a roll. We are doing well. We are attempting to do well. We are that our TVs weren't bad. Our TVs were our one TV was really good there. Oh no, Devon got hurt. Let's see. What did they have to say about us? Show was good, although some found it under. Okay, we had a 64. I don't want to hear it. What does it say about Christian? Oh, that was SmackDown 77. Wow, we're doing the best we can with the talent we have. So I don't want to hear it. Thank you. Who has morale issues? Morale, any negative? And is there a reason besides me appointing Bruce Pritchard, head of talent relations, at one time. That made a lot of people very angry. And I felt really bad about that. Jigsaw, why are you annoyed? Uh, yeah, that made so many people angry, which I felt really bad about. But it is what it is. We're in the red. It's not great. The biggest thing we have is our production. That is kind of costly. How is our merch doing? Merchandise. I think we're upgrading right now. Are we? Yeah. Yeah, we're upgrading right now. So that's good. We're 16% upgraded. I want to have a big, because the more merch you have, if I start getting merch for Christian, he's going to pay for himself. Like that's legitimately it. I don't know how much I don't know how big I need to be because I'm on level 4 right now. But I know I want to get to level 5. If I get to level 5, I feel like I can, you know, start doing some cool things with him and really get big time. Why are these two not? How are our storylines doing? Very hot, extremely hot, a little cold. Okay. Hot, a little cold, a little cold. It was just cold last time, so now it's just a little cold. That's improvement. Hot and hot. So cool and cool. Is there anything else we need to do? Madison Rain will be leaving tomorrow. Sayonara. Have fun. She's going to the Fed. Your husband is still here, loser. So has she already worked for the Fed? Has she been? Yeah, she's been working for the Fed already. We could just put someone in the Fed on our TV. Her and Velvet Sky are teaming up in the Fed. That's crazy. That's insane. She's just losing. She has not won a match. Have fun. Have fun in the Fed. When is Sienna leaving? Has she had a match in the Fed yet? No. No matches in the Fed for her. So, womp womp, Sienna. Have fun in the Fed. Gross. It was okay. Um, I think that'll do it for us this time. We next. I was gonna try and book 2 episodes, but I think we're just gonna keep it to the one today. Uh, we're gonna go and do. So we've got 2 more episodes, I believe, right? Where? So yes, we've got 2 more episodes of Impact, and then Hard to Kill, and then we have got the build to No Surrender, and then the build to Bound for Glory. So we have got just a very short ways to go until uh, we get to we get to Bound for Glory, which is going to be a huge show. Cannot wait. I hope you didn't look at the card I told you not to look at earlier because that had spoilers for Bound for Glory. I think it only had one, but shut up. Don't look at that. Uh, I'll make sure not to have that on the screen next time, and that I actually just have it in my notes. Uh, before I do that. Before we go though, I do want to look at our broadcasting. So in demand only gives us 10%. That's really annoying. But they're big. Didn't we say we saw one that we were like that could work? I feel like, or I guess I saw one. Pay per view, pay per view, pay per view, pay per view, pay per view. Did I? Maybe I did not see one that I liked, and that was why I didn't do this. I don't know. We're on Spike. Heck yeah. Um, Netflix. That was it. Because they're big. They're a subscription service, but they're big still. And We wouldn't be expected to do as much. And we could get like 40% out of them. No, 50%. We would split the money 50-50. That's crazy. Um, hmm. Can I propose this deal? No, don't. Can I keep? So I get to keep. Okay, so I can make this deal without canceling my in demand deal. I'm gonna do it. So they're not asking for exclusive rights, so I can do this without having to worry about anyone getting mad at me. So I'm gonna do it, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see if we make any more money off this. Oh, cool. Cool, cool, cool. So we'll see if we make more money off that. And if we do, that'll be great because we were, I don't really want to be losing money on pay per views, on big events. So that's cool. I'm glad you chose to join me. I appreciate your support. I appreciate all that you do for me. I love you, and I will see you on the next episode. Peace out.